Tuesday, December 21st, 2021, 6:45-ish. And we have a couple of, we have one reappointment. Mr. Ernest Martineau, term to expire December 3rd, 2024.
Good evening, councilors.
Hey, Chief.
Seems like we just did this 7 years ago, didn't we? Funny how time flies by. I can't believe 7 years has gone by so quickly. But boy, I tell you, a lot to be proud of in 7 years, a lot to be proud of in 34 years. Just see where the department is today and the progress we've made. It's really astonishing. You know, I was looking at the roster tonight, and to think that under my tenure in the last 7 years, we've hired almost 35 police officers. And if you look at the makeup of our police department today, it's astonishing. And I think we've made some significant improvements. And yet there's always room for more improvements. And you know, I'm excited about the opportunity to continue for just a little bit longer. I've enjoyed working with this administration and this council. I was excited that I had the opportunity to be in front of you tonight, this specific council. So, you know, we have a lot of work still to do, but I can really say that I'm proud of what we've accomplished in the 7 years during my tenure. But more importantly, I'm really proud of the work the men and women at the police department doing each and every day. If it wasn't for them, nothing's possible. You know, as I was just getting in here, there's some exceptional police work going on as we speak right now over at the station. So I look forward to leading for a few more years, and I, you know, thank you for your support over the years, and some good things yet to come. We received some great news today on a very exciting grant that you'll be getting very shortly, one that I've been really waiting for, anticipating. So, you know, very much looking forward to what the next couple of years have to bring. So, thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief. Before I open it up to the Appointments Committee, I'll just have to say you've done some stellar work here in the city, Chief, and I'm very, very proud to vote in your favor. Next, the first person that raised their hand, Councilor Di Natale.
Chief, every year when we get the annual report that details all the statistics, the city for a very, very long time, prior to your tenure as chief, had this, and in some cases today still does, unfortunately, but had this stigma of being crime-ridden, unsafe, and in at least the last 5 years of data that we've been able to parse through, practically through the body of your tenure, most of your tenure, and this is not just a testament to you, but to your staff, of course, and your frontline officers, but the data clearly shows that under your leadership, you know, there have been some major gains in this city across the board on crimes, specifically violent crimes. And, you know, I always hold that report, you know, in my backpack, because anyone who says anything to me about crime in this city, I just point to these statistics to show to them that, you know, in the last 5 or 6 years, our rates are, in many respects, the lowest they've been. And if they're not the lowest, they are well under the average. So that's a testament to how well this department's been run and how efficient of a staff you have. And all roads lead to the top, so you got to get some credit for that. And that's why I think, based on that alone, job performance-wise, the statistics speak for themselves, that we are in good shape with you at the helm, and there's no reason to change course. And I look forward to those statistics continuing to bear better results. But the results are very good so far. And people need to know that, and we do our best to highlight that to people, that, you know, where we were compared to where we were 10 years ago is a stark difference. So thank you, and this is probably one of the easiest votes that I have to take in my tenure. So.
I appreciate the kind words, Councilor, but once again, I'm going to reiterate, it's not possible if not for the men and women in that police department. I'm only as good as the personnel that are behind me. You know, something else I just want to highlight, the level of transparency that comes out of our police department today. You know, we embraced police reform 10 years ago, and it speaks volumes of where we are today and the work that the men and women at that police department do. So It's nice to hear the kind words, but boy, I tell you, if not for the men and women of that police department, none of that is possible. So thank you.
Next up, Counselor Green.
Yes, thank you. And Chief, I just want to point out to not only to you, but to all of your staff that I appreciate the fact that you have taken the time and have taught and led by example the importance of addressing mental health illness in our community, and that you have had a softer approach than others when it comes to that and how to handle that. So I think that speaks volumes of who your men and women are as officers on how they respond and negate through that. So I commend you on that effort, as well as being maybe not one of the most diverse, but one of the most diverse police forces here in Massachusetts. So again, the fact that you've recognized that, and that we are a diverse community, and that we have people on our front line that can communicate well with everyone in our community, speaks volumes. So again, I appreciate that. I'm just curious on that date, December 3rd, 2024, does that take you to retirement?
I've already passed that retirement date.
So this is all free?
I could have, yes. I could have retired last year. And I'll be honest with you, there's some projects that I really would like to see through fruition there. You know, there's some capital improvements that, you know, I'm going to work my hardest trying to convince the mayor that, you know, that they're important, which, you know, we've had some good conversations, you know. So, yeah, my retirement date came and gone, and now I'm at a point where, you know, I have 3 exceptional captains that I rely on day in and day out, which gives me the opportunity to really focus on some of these projects, you know, having DPW over there and looking at different ways we can do things to save the taxpayers some money. But I'm really excited about getting some of these projects across the finish line because, quite frankly, when I do retire and a new chief comes in, they're going to be concentrated on the daily workings of it. And it takes a few years to get settled in and have the comfortableness with captains that I have now that I can focus attention on capital projects. You know, we're going to be talking body cameras. We're going to be talking all these big projects coming into the city, which I can focus on. And those are the things that really keep me in the game and really keep me interested in. And here we are tonight, looking at maybe 3 more years.
Okay, good to hear. Thank you.
Counselor Walsh.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to echo Councilor Di Natale's sentiments with regard to the performance of the police department and the fact that in a lot of cities, the crime rate has escalated, and here we've actually shown decreases. And also Councilor Green's sentiments with regard to the diversity of the department, the fact that you've treated mental illness, opioid addiction, homelessness as a central part of the duties of the police department. And I just want to say with all of that, you've done a stellar job, and I just want to congratulate you.
Thank you. That means a lot, Counselor. Thank you.
Counselor Fleming.
I also want to echo the sentiments of my colleagues, but I also want to thank you on not only a professional level, but on a personal level too. Your quick response to concerns is greatly appreciated, and you'll never know how much. And thank you. And I will certainly approve this. This is an easy one.
You know, I made a statement 7 years ago that my door would remain open, and it's never been closed. You know, every person in the city has a voice, and I'll listen to those voices. So I look forward to what the future brings for not only for the police department, but for the city. So thank you once again.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Well, before, we have a motion and second, but before, I just want to reiterate one thing. Stellar job, Chief. And I want to echo all my fellow counselors up here. Not to mention, to see the officers in the audience here tonight ready to back you up just shows what kind of leader you are to the department. And I just want to give a round of applause to the chief. He's done a phenomenal job. And I'm really looking forward to the next 3 years. I have a motion and second. All those approve?
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up, we have 2 new appointments to the Fitchburg Cultural Council, both terms to expire January 1st of 2025. The first up, Ms. Shara Osgood. Okay, it doesn't look like Ms. Osgood is with us this evening. I put it out to the council.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, it's unanimous. Next up, again, term to expire January 1st of 2025, Mr. Samuel Luxama.
Oksana.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Samuel Luxama. I'm from Haiti. I'm an artist, painter, sculptor, and I do decoration. I do a lot of recycled art. And I moved in Pittsburgh for the past 2 years. And when I was looking online to my house, I visited a lot of cities, and when I come in Pittsburgh, I was very satisfied of the way, I love it. And I was looking to, I spoke with everybody according out in Pittsburgh. I don't have an answer according what I was looking for. But finally, I met Francisco, and we sat down together and we talked about a lot of things. I was very satisfied the way he wanted to help me. And he invited me and in one meeting of Pittsburgh Cultural Council. I think it was in October. And when I came here, it was only me and my wife who sat down and assisted the meeting. And I told myself, oh, okay. I know there's a lot of Pittsburgh residents. How come me and my wife only attend this meeting? And I told myself, okay, so I know there's a lot of artists in Pittsburgh, Haitian, and every nationality of artists in Pittsburgh. I told myself, why I need to move on. I need to move on. Let me talk to somebody to just to try to get in the committee of the Pittsburgh Cultural Council, so I can work and share my knowledge with artists and get the Haitian community involved in the art and culture in Pittsburgh. This is why I'm here today.
Excellent, excellent. Councilor Green.
Yes, Samuel, thank you for your work and your generosity in giving back to this community, and it is appreciated, especially on the Cultural Council, where we need, you can look around, there's lots of diversity here. So the fact that you're willing to serve on a commission and a board, just know that we appreciate that. You're doing great work, so keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.